dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
We begin this half hour with breaking news out of Letcher County. State police are investigating after one man reportedly shot and killed another in the UZ community. After arriving at the scene, troopers and medical personnel found 45-year-old Nicholas Webb of Whitesburg, who was later pronounced dead by the coroner's office. Police arrested 56-year-old Rodney Webb of Whitesburg a short time later. Nicholas Webb's body was taken to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy. Rodney Webb was taken to the Letcher County Jail. The number of tornadoes that hit the Bluegrass State Tuesday is now up to 13. Emergency personnel rely on alert systems like tornado sirens to keep everyone informed and safe during severe weather. But for several parts of Powell County, those sirens don't work. Alyssa Williams spoke with county officials to learn why.
As numerous tornado sirens sounded off across the Commonwealth on Tuesday, several sirens in Powell County stood silent.
The sirens are 24 years old. They're obsolete.
Powell County Judge Executive Eddie Barnes says there are sirens in Clay City, sirens near Bowen Elementary School, and at the Slade Rest Stop that do not work.
We want to fix them, and but you know, there's so many things that's you know, getting in front of us, you know, as far as the money, the sirens itself, the equipment.
Barnes says the county received Estill County's old sirens to use, but without securing grant funding, he says they cannot cover repair or replacement costs.
Did some estimates last year. A siren will cost you anywhere from $25,000 to $30,000. That's not with installation. You know, you're looking at another probably $5,000 to $10,000 installation.
The county's emergency management director, Kevin Babcock, says it can take nearly $500,000 to get those sirens up and running again. But he says Powell Countyans can help to get the ball rolling.
Constituents, they reach out to the local government, and I applaud them for moving to the next level, which is the state. And I actually encourage them to call the congressman's office or the senator's office. We're not going to resolve this at a local level because we just do not have the current funding.
You know, we had a little bit of rain and a little bit of winds, a couple of trees down, and a little building that was damaged, but that was it. You know, that's not to say what may happen the next time.
In Powell County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Babcock says on Tuesday, first responders were out in those areas without sirens to ensure no one was outside when severe weather rolled through. The National Weather Service confirmed earlier today there were straight-lined winds that traveled upwards of 80 to 90 miles per hour in Whitley County. Officials with Kentucky Power have provided an update regarding power being restored. In a release, officials say they exceeded their restoration goal by restoring 95% of customers a day earlier than they anticipated. At the time of the release, approximately 315 customers were without power. Officials say they expect the restoration process to be complete by this evening, but added crews would work through the weekend if necessary. Police are investigating a case where a body was found in Perry County. Perry County Sheriff's Office officials and KSP troopers responded to a call of the body being found yesterday near Kentucky 476. Deputies determined the man died from what they believe was a reported self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officials with the Perry County Coroner's Office identified the man as 19-year-old Samuel Smith. Earlier this week, Attorney General Russell Coleman secured a guilty verdict in a Medicaid fraud case. A Franklin County grand jury found 73-year-old Marcus Minix of Lexington guilty on 2 separate counts that are Class D felonies, including engaging in a scheme to defraud the state's medical assistance program. Minix owned and operated an eye care center in Floyd and Johnson counties. Here is a statement from Coleman about the matter. Quote, "The defendant did more than defraud the Medicaid program. He cheated Kentucky families and children out of critical medical care just to make a quick buck. These are serious crimes, and our team will continue to investigate and prosecute them so we can protect Kentucky families." A Powell County woman is behind bars after police say she was trafficking drugs. Sheriff's Office officials arrested 70-year-old Deborah Hunt. A deputy presented evidence to a Powell County grand jury, which was an indictment returned on Hunt. In addition to her indictment, Hunt received new charges such as possession of a controlled substance and tampering with physical evidence. Hunt was taken to the Powell County Detention Center. Fire crews responded to 3 structure fires in Monticello last night. They say it happened off of 2nd Street. Once the fires were contained, 2 of the units had only minor damage. Officials say the 3rd building was a loss. No one was injured. One grocery store in Knott County is shutting down its operations after nearly 40 years of business. In a post on social media, Casey's IGA in Hindman is closing its doors after being in business for 39 years. According to the post, a change in ownership has caused for the removal of the grocery store from the Holly Hills Shopping Center. A Dollar General store is set to take its place. The post says the last day of business for Casey's IGA will be May 31st.
Well, the weather is not the best on this Friday evening. Watching out for some more overcast conditions and some more showers and chilly temperatures. Up on first alert pinpoint Doppler, the good news, no severe storms, also no wintry weather, but we are tracking some more heavier downpours pushing close to the Mountain Parkway from portions of Wolfe County moving into Magoffin County. A first alert in downtown Salyersville. This heavier rain band pushing into your direction. Also watching out for a few heavier downpours for Johnson County pushing into northern Floyd County. Not too far away from Prestonsburg at this hour. And tracking a few more showers in Perry County, moving into Letcher County at this hour as well. This is all thanks to a pesky upper level low close to the northeast, producing some snow showers and some rain showers. But notice back to the north and west, we are tracking some drier weather and some clearing conditions that will continue pushing into our direction as we go into tonight. We stay dry under a clearing sky, and those lows are cold to wake up in the morning. Most of us see upper 20s to lower 30s, so be sure to protect those plants as we see a freeze to wake up in the morning and possibly another frost or freeze threat to wake up on Sunday. But some 70s are not far away. Those details coming up in just a few minutes. Olivia?
All right, Cameron, thank you. The East Kentucky Leadership Conference is later this month. The event is being held in Corbin this year. Our own Steve Hensley had the chance to interview Maggie Mulholland, Susie Rasmus, and Sandy Curd as part of a taping of Issues and Answers. Curd, who is a member of the East Kentucky Leadership Board, says it is the 36th year of the event and that they are excited to be heading to Corbin.
We have a breakout session specifically for the a year later with regard to recovery for those in central eastern Kentucky. That was, of course, devastating in the entire theme to last year's conference.
You can catch Steve's full interview Monday at 7 p.m. right here on WYMT. Disaster comes in all forms, and it can sometimes be unexpected, from storms to shootings and everything in between. A program devoted to trauma response is hoping to keep people prepared to save lives. WYMT's Buddy Forbes was in Floyd County for today's Stop the Bleed training, and we want to warn you this footage may be graphic for some, but we want to clarify the blood being used in the demonstration is fake.
Ready? No.
Health professionals say there are some things you never feel ready to face.
You see different events, from stabbings to shootings, whether that's at the mall, in schools, concerts, just in general.
So preparing for the potential threats is what Stop the Bleed is all about.
Well, we just want to have everyone prepared that if they are in that situation and they can do it safely, they may be able to help save someone's life.
The Floyd County Health Department hosted a training Friday,
Deep as you can get it.
inviting people to get hands-on examples of the things they could experience in an emergency situation.
Whether it's a gunshot wound, whether they've been stabbed, or, we've had some tornadoes touch down. Sometimes you get hit by objects or cut real bad with objects like that.
Teaching trauma response techniques and tricks to prepare them to be reactive and resourceful, even when the pressure is on.
Good pressure.
They practice on themselves. Because they never know when they actually could be the one that happens to get shot out in the community. Men hunt all the time. Accidents happen. this could save their life.
Discussing best practices and field techniques to be ready to respond wherever they may be.
If they don't have tourniquets, we show them different ways to like compress or even pack a wound, whether that's using a t-shirt, socks, anything they have on hand to try to prevent more blood loss to help save someone's life, maybe until emergency services can get there.
Saving lives by stopping bleeds. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Any groups interested in being part of the next training can contact Tammy Ratliff at the Floyd County Health Department. Officials with the governor's office have announced the lowering of flags to half staff for an EMT who was killed in a crash earlier this week. All flags at all state buildings will be lowered from sunrise until sunset tomorrow. Chasten McWhorter was a Somerset-Pulaski County EMT who was killed in a crash in Garrett County. He was just 26 years old.
We are tracking some more spotty showers as we go into this evening, but some drier weather is on the way for this weekend. Your forecast coming up.